Okay, so some ideas for Masters of War, it's called, right? So we're doing this. Other options for that, for the one good one for G, is moving, G5 and just mute the fifth string. So we're, instead of ba 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 da 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 da. So cool. So and that could also just be just the two E strings, or just the sixth and second string, like that. So any of those. Also, we could use like a movable C shape, and in both of these we left out the third, not B, not, which would muddy it up a little bit. But in passing, while we're on the subject, we could do it on purpose. We could be like, it would be a little bit dissonant, but yeah, moving the something like that on the lower register. So this is really going G to A. So we could also go, which is using a C shape, but muting the fourth string, and going third and fifth fret, up to fifth and seventh. And that's so, or the same thing, also 10th to 12th, which is actually a natural G to A, instead of, so like, so those are some of the good ones. Looking at that same, just using the C shape, we start filling that in. It's what he does in the actual song. This using a F up to, using an F shape. So we could be doing a also 3 3 4. Just the high strings like that. So instead of and it's tough to get the bass note in with that, but we could with our thumb. Maybe. So that's a pretty good one. Not a full, probably, which starts to sound too much like rhythm guitar. But yeah, so any of those are going to sound cool. So yeah. And something we can do there after we go is we can, for our E, we can just ease up on the high strings and be like we're tuning the B string, like instead of so yeah, like has us going G, D, and B, and if we just go for our E instead of really. So yeah, or it could be it could be like a E7 cluster, like D here and B here, like. So that was like. So those are some of the good ones. And any kind of, just those are better options than power chord or bar chord. So zeroing in on the pull off thing. So we could also go as our line against it, so instead of, which is D, B, B, A, G, boom, B, da, B, da, boom, or, which is putting it in harmony. So that would be 3 0, and then like, so that was the same little cluster we were just looking at, 0 3 4, pull off to 0 3 2. So that would be our our most obvious option for. So that's got this bang, bum, bum. So there we go. And the low part, it could also be, you could turn it into the blues scale instead to make it a little more bluegrassy. So instead of, which is like on pentatonic 2, which in E you can go to the open strings there. So yeah, like has a regular B, but it could go with a B flat. Would be a fun thing too. It's just something we tend to want to hear in our rock and bluegrass realm. So we've got, and I think both of them really fit so we might want to tend towards one or the other, but putting in the B flat doesn't work as well in our harmony part. But why don't you try to do that? See if you can get it to go. Get both of those worked in at the same time. And that's also on the bass strings, going down the pentatonic. So I think those are the primary things we discussed for messing around with. All of these things we just played are like E minor pentatonic, so let's realize all this stuff also works in a G major song. There's like all of our, not so much that, but you know, that all of these, it could be relative major, relative minor, just always all of your E minor stuff, that's lead guitar, can switch to being a thing you would use in a song in G major. Cool. Sorry for the delay on this. Hopefully it's helpful. And see if you can come up with some good variations on that. Maybe pay a little... Nope, that's good. Cut it off there. Cheers.